Poe, 3 from 3. Tell me all about the weekend.
Yeah, super pleased. Obviously, a really tough battle against Loughborough Lightning. We talked about momentum in the lead up to the week and how important that could be, but I think just the effort and the energy levels that the team put into it was just immense. And I think if you have the luxury of being there or watching it on the stream, you can just see like from their body language how important it was for them to get the win.
And they went behind after 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Yeah.
But how big of an effort is, and how much does it say about the character of the team to kind of come back from that early setback?
Yeah, just given the big chat about how important a good start was, and then we conceded that and had to be Daisy Hibbert-Jones, of course. Who else would it be? But yeah, I think probably just a sign of their resilience that we went down at Worcester and came back at half time, and it's just important to put that down to an error and didn't have to work for it necessarily, but we knew we could get back in the game.
Because wins haven't been that easy to come by over the last 2 or 3 years. So when you do concede that early though, it must be quite difficult to almost not think, oh, here we go again. It's a really good team like Loughborough as well.
Yeah. As far as starts go, that's probably about the worst as it can probably get. If it wasn't a world record, it might be. But it wasn't. It was literally one individual error and then a lucky bounce. I mean, you've got to think it wasn't a defensive system error. It wasn't poor positioning or anything like that. It was just one of those moments that you've almost got to just park and move on to the next. And probably one of the most pleasing signs has been like how we've managed to work our way back up the field after something like that. And it's taken a lot of effort and carries and graft, but it's just shown that the players want to sort of strike back as soon as they can. And I've said it before, but staying in that arm wrestle this season is going to be massive for us.
Is the resilience almost like the biggest quality of this team? The ability to keep fighting and keep working.
Yeah, I guess it's a northern signature, isn't it, to a certain degree, especially of this team. But I think you're right, in seasons gone before it would have been really tough, but now that we've got that experience of knowing that we can do it, it's almost like they've got a bit more belief in themselves to bounce back, because they've proven to themselves they can do it. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. I love that resilience and that grit, and that's a lot of what our defence is built on. But yeah, I think it shows that their belief is growing from game to game.
And belief and momentum takes you a long way in rugby, doesn't it? I mean, it must be coursing through their veins after a game like that. Yeah,
and then I think our next 4 fixtures will remind us to stay well and truly grounded in the next 4 that we've got. So yeah, we got to take the opportunities when they come, and we have, and they've worked incredibly hard, in the build up to it. And like I said previously, the players that have returned back to us dropped in, almost seamlessly, which has been a real credit to them as well. So it's just now probably trying to bed in some of the stuff that we want to really work on so that we can really go for the targeted games that we've got.
A couple of big performances. I know on social media everyone was looking at the try from Georgie, and I know Vicky got player of the match as well, Vicky Owen. How big are those characters in the team?
Yeah, they're pretty big on and off the pitch. I think G's try was pretty much sums everything up about her. Her determination to get back, her speed over the ball is something that she's probably world class renowned for, and then just that speed and that turn of pace that she's got as well is pretty scary in terms of back row ability. So really pleased to see her get that one. And then I thought it was a really smart, intelligent performance from Vic. She did some stuff that was really clever, and we're going to lend on that experience quite a lot.
And this week, another massive challenge in Harlequins. How are you getting ready for that one?
Yeah, it's a nice build up to Christmas with Quins and Sarries back to back. But yeah, like I said, training went really well last week. Energy was really good. It'll be like that now, and a lot of the pressure is off us in terms of where we wanted to get and what we wanted to achieve in this run up before Christmas. We've done it and we've exceeded it, so we can be a little bit more chilled over the next 2 fixtures. But with that probably comes the luxury of having the level of competition and training. Everyone's absolutely bouncing to get into that team, and it only actually benefits our performance in the end. So yeah, be nice to have a little bit of rotation and keep everybody nice and fresh, but also it's a great opportunity for others to come in.
And some of these other teams like Harlequins and Sarries, maybe looked at a game against us as a win. After this weekend they might might be looking at a bit differently?
Yeah, we've probably upped the ante a little bit and put a bit of a target on us, but we want that. We need to see where we are in comparison to some of these top 4 teams, and it's a good opportunity to do it and to see where we're at and probably what we need to tweak. We've laid out our season aspirations and our target games, and there'll be moments when we play these guys later in the league that we'll be wanting to turn over some results.
Do you adjust your aspirations and your targets after a start like this, or do you keep them where they are and just think of it as a good start to get to that point?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get carried away. Like, we know how hard this league is and how much it'll change probably over the next 2 or 3 fixtures as well, with a lot of internationals returning back in. Our challenge is massive over the next 4 games. Like, we can't take that away, and we've got some big fixtures with some big teams away from home as well, which will be really tough. So we have to keep really grounded. But it's like you've said around the momentum side of things. Like, we'd be crazy not to jump on this and enjoy it while it's there for us. And that momentum breeds confidence, and confidence comes into training, and that's only going to better us in the long run. And I think that feeling, like, we've had it now. A couple of times at home as well, and we've talked about how important Hayward Road will be for us. So it's important that we can look back and reflect on that feeling to draw on it when we need it.
Thank you. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.